and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. I got good vibes about the day. I think we got good things ahead, and teamwork does indeed make the dream work. We've got Alt Shot on tap today. Best of luck to you and your partner. All right, let's crack into this one. And he's looking at around 220 from here. And they've chosen a hybrid on this one. Okay, he's in the fairway sand. Let's see what happens. This one from the sand might be short. And from the green side bunker. Okay, we're out of that bunker. That's step one. This is what he's staring down to save par. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. That one will go, and that's his par. Okay, 11 feet out. Let's see what he does. I think this is going to go right to left. And down it goes. He's in the hole with that one. All right, after that first hole, we're all square. All right, let's go. We got a par 4 on the second hole. Looking good off the tee. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. And he's looking at around 190 yards to the pin. Here's their 7-iron. This is out of the second cut here. Okay, we're on the green. He's got a 16-footer on his hands here. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. And the putt goes down. That's a birdie for him. He's got a 4-footer to deal with here. And that hole will be halved. We've got a par 4 third hole in front of us here. All right, load up. Let's let this go. That's unfortunate. And we have happened upon your friend in the rough here. Let's see how we can get out of it. This one's your third. And from the bunker with love. Nice shot. And this is his putt for par. Oh. He's got 4 feet to the cup from here. Might be rough. And from the deep stuff. All right, the other team has decided to concede this hole. Okay, your team sits at 1 up after that one. And here we go. We got a par 4 on this 4th hole. And let's see how he does on this hole. And let's get out of this beach here. All right, forget about that bunker. Leave it in the past. We're on the green. All right, he's got this putt for the bird. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. And there it goes. Nice touch. He's got a 10-foot putt here. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. Oh, just slides by. And after that one, your team sits at 2 up. The wind's a little blustery. It's blowing right to left on this one. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. And he's got about, I'd say 145 to the pin. He's in the deep stuff here. He's buried in there. Let's see how he does. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. Looks like he's in the bunker here. Let's see how this goes down. And this putt to go 3 up. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. Oh, no. Okay, he needs this one to save par. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. Okay, safely home with that putt. And that hole will be halved. Okay, par 3, 6th hole. Let's go. Looks like the sand coming up. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. All right, here's his second shot. Okay, second shot on the 6th. And just a short putt away now. Fantastic work out of the beach. And this is his look at a par putt. And this one's, I think, going left to right. And he'll take that. That is for his par. He's got a 3-footer here. And that hole will be halved. And now we're teeing her up on the 7th hole. This one's heading a bit right. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here. Okay, here he goes. He's got a very long putt to deal with. Let's see what happens. This one looks like it'll break to the right. Oh my! And he's on the birdie hunt here. Let's see what happens. Okay, 8th hole. We got a par 4 ahead of us. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Oh, this tee shot should work. All right, this one's around 155 yards from the pin. All right, second shot on the 8th. Safe approach, nice. All right, this one's around 15 feet. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. This one's breaking left to right. And if he can drain this, it'll be for par. I think this one's breaking to the left. And he managed to drain that one for the par. Okay, 4 feet to go. And that hole will be halved. And the front 9 ends with a par 5. Okay, give this a smash. He managed to get a good swing on that. Okay, second shot for him on this one. Okay, 240 yards out from here. Let's see what this fella does. And let's see how he gets out of this one. And this shot from the bunker might be a bit too much. And you've got this for the eagle. And this one's going pretty hard right to left. Starting this one out pretty good. Ooh. Okay, he's got a long putt here. Let's see what goes down. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. And here's a look at his putt for par. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. Well, that hole's behind us. Let's move on. And after that one, your team sits at 2 up. All right, the 10th hole here is a par 5. All right, let's see how he does. Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway. Well, you don't see that every day. They're ripping the driver right off the turf. Bold. See what you have on the second shot here on the 10th. It was tidy. Okay, he's got a very, very extremely long putt here. Let's see what he does. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. Okay, your partner ever so graciously left us with a birdie putt. Let's not let them down. Looking pretty good. And that drops for your 4th birdie of the day. This one's about 8 feet from the cup. Oh, so close. And after that one, your team sits at 3 up. Here comes the 11th hole. And the tee shot looks like it'll be safe. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. All right, this shot is around 115 yards out. This shot's coming in nicely. All right, this is his 2nd. Okay, your teammate left us with a birdie putt on this one. Let's not let them down. This is an uphill putt and moving to the left. Looking good so far? Oh, come on, get down in the hole. Oh, and the putt doesn't go. And if he sinks this, it'll be for birdie. And he's got that one to go in the cup. Okay, here's the 12th hole. It's a par 5. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Okay, second shot here on the 12th. All right, I like being back on the fairway. And from here, he's setting up around 155 yards out. Looking very nice. And the chip will go down, and there's your birdie. This one's about 25 feet out. He's got this one way out to the right. Let's see if it comes back. Nothing wrong with that putt. All right, and you two are 3 up after that hole. Here we go now on the 13th. Well, you made good contact with that one. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. And let's see what he does here. He's got around 245 yards to go. He's putting this next one for birdie. Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left. Not a bad result from that distance. Okay, this one's for birdie. Your partner left you with a birdie putt. This one's just breaking hard to the left. Oh my, that's too bad. This putt's around 5 feet away. might pull away even further with this next putt. This one to go to 4 up. And after that one, you two are 4 up. And now the 14th hole. This one's a par 5. Bit of an awkward swing. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. They're going with the driver off the turf, I guess. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th. Hopefully this sticks to the fairway. He's definitely into the second cut here. Let's see how he does. All right, here he comes out of the deep rough. Let's see how he deals with it. Okay, this is a very long putt for him. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. And that's not a bad effort. All right, your partner got us on to the green. Let's convert this next putt for the birdie. I think this one's going left to right. So far, so good. Oh, man. From there, fine effort. And if he sinks this, it'll be for par. Okay, that putt's done. All right, and if he sinks this next putt, we go Dormy. And just tapping that one in for par. Nice. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Wind is blowing left to right. Well, I hope you can hold on to the fairway on this one. And we couldn't hold the fairway. That's all right. Just in the first cut here. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. Seven iron on display here. And let's see how he does from the greenside rough. And here's his second shot. Yeah, if you sink this, you could save par. I think this one's moving to the right. Oh, just missed the par. This putt is just around 12 feet. This one seems to be tilting left to right. That was a good putt. And on to number 16. We have a par 4 on this one. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. All right, we found him in the rough. Let's see if he can get out. And they're going with the 4-iron here. Okay, this is about 160 or so to the pin. Yeah, nice work. That's a good little approach shot. All right, this is what he's looking at. Wouldn't want to be him. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. And a 9-foot putt for him. And if this next putt goes down, he's going to go to 4 up. And this one's over, and the winning team wound up at 4 up on the competition. Good work out there. Congrats. And that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you next time. Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Spoiler alert, golf is about to happen right now. We've got a first hole par 4 ahead. Let's start off with a fantastic drive and take it from there. Okay, full send, let's go. Well, I hope this one holds on to the fairway here. And there we go. That one's holding on to the fairway for you. And here we go with his second shot. All right, let's see what he does here. He's got a long putt ahead of him, but let's see how he deals with it. I think this putt's going to break to the right. Ooh. Okay, this putt is for birdie. Let's not let our teammate down. I think we got a left to right break here. That was amazing. And you two did well on that first hole. You're already one up. Good stuff. All right, we got a par 3 on the second hole here. Here is their 5-wood. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Rolling with the 4-iron here. Well, well, let's see how he gets out of this one, shall we? Okay, second shot here on the second. And this will be a par for him if he sinks it. And now this putt from 6 feet. And that hole's halved. Wind blowing left to right on this one. Should be a good result off the tee here. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Okay, 230 yards. Let's see what this fella does. And they're going with the 5-wood. Okay, 230 yards. Let's see what he does. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. Let's see what happens here. He's in the bunker. Godspeed, my friend. Very long putt ahead. This putt's going uphill and to the right. Oh, brutal. Okay, stepping onto this tee of the 4th hole, and we have a par 4. Well, not the purest of strokes. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. He's got some sand to contend with. Let's see what happens. And I don't think there's enough on this one from the sand. And here's our second shot on the 4th. And that'll do. Grab your putter. Okay, this one's about 105 yards out. This one's going right. All right, here we go. This is his 4th shot. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. I think this one's going left to right. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. It's still on the line. Ooh, and he just couldn't get that to drop. And his bogey putt commences here. All right, let's give this one a tap in and move to the next. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now. Enough of that hole, your team's sitting at 1 up. Might need a bit more club. We got a headwind on this hole. Looking fine from the tee here. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Okay, let's see what he does here. He's got around 215 yards to the pin. Well, this approach is leaning a bit to the right. And we'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. Looks like he's put it on a good line. It's still tracking. Oh, and he gets that to drop. All right, we got a par 5 here on the 6th hole. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Okay, let's see how he deals with this sand trap. And looking short from the sand on this one. And here's our second shot on the 6th. right, this one's about 85 yards out. A little too much to the right. Well, let's see how he does here from the green side bunker. This is his third shot. Oh, it's going right by. And this putt's going to put him one up. All right, for the bogey. And he's got around 4 feet to go here. Ooh, just missed. And your team is 1 up after that one. And the 7th hole is upon us. This one's heading left. Oh, missed the green on that one. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. They've gone with the 7-iron. Let's see if our little friend here can get up and down out of this bunker. And from the green side, Sand, looking for an up and down here. Good job getting out of that bunker. Little work left to do, but nothing serious. And he's setting up for the bogey putt. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh! And this one's about 10 feet out. And I think this one's going left to right. Looks like your teammate didn't vote in favor of conceding that putt. Okay, par 4 for the 8th. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. Here's our second shot on the 8th. This is looking promising. Great work on the approach. You saw that one, didn't you? Let's see how he does out of the sand. All right, this is his birdie look. Here's his 6-foot putt. And that hole will be halved. Now the par 4 9th. Okay, let's smash this one out there. Ooh, that drive had some mustard on it. And this will be his second shot. And they're going with the pitching wedge. Okay, this one's about 135 yards out. And that'll end up in the first cut, and just barely too. This might go. Oh my, that was a fantastic shot. And this is a very long putt, no two ways about it. Let's see what he does. I think it's breaking to the left. Oh. Okay, your team sits at 1 up after that one. All right, 10th hole, and we have a par 4. This one's going to get a little gritty here in the sand. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. Tee shot's looking decent. Okay, we are being forced to hit out of the sand. That's okay. We'll clean this mess up. And the approach heading to the left. Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. All right, and he's dealing with a greenside rough situation. Oh, that chip almost went. And from a cool 38 feet away. This one's looking decent. Oof. And if they sink this putt, we'll be back to all square. It's breaking to the left, I think. And here we go. This is his par putt. And the 11th hole of this one is a par 4. All right, let's launch this into the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. Good gracious, you absolutely lit that one up. That was a huge try. And let's see what happens. This is his second. He's got 15 feet to the cup. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Ooh, that was close. And your partner has left us with this for the birdie putt. Let's tap this on in. That shows some resilience. He birdied this one after a bogey on the last. Well done. Enough of that hole. Your team's sitting at 1 up. And the 12th hole is a par 5. And let's see how he does on this hole. All right, second shot on the 12th. Oh, that's going right by the hole, isn't it? Okay, here he is from the rough. And he's got this next putt for an eagle. I think we got a right to left break on this one. And that putt will go for eagle. Okay, this putt is around 6 feet out. Oh, almost. And after that one, you two are 2 up at the moment. All right, let's see what we can do here on the 13th. Oh, yeah, that's going to do just fine. Great work. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. Okay, he's got this one for birdie. I think this is going to go right to left. All right, if this next putt drops for him, he's going to go 3 up. And your team's sitting at 3 up after that one. All right, 14th hole. This one's a par 5. Let's do it. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Bunker bound. And here we go. This is his second shot. Okay, and he's out of the bunker. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. Don't see that every day. I guess you're just going to take that driver off the fairway and be on your way. From here, he's looking at around 215 yards out. The approach is heading a bit to the right. All right, if you sink this, you can take this Dormy. So it's going a bit to the right. Well, this one's looking okay. Still going. Oh, come on. Somehow it doesn't go down. And if he drops this, it'll save par. And the putt goes down. And that'll do. And that hole will be halved. Let's see what happens on the 15th hole of this course. Swinging like silk. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. And he's hoping this one will hang on to the fairway. Okay, and he couldn't hang on to the fairway, just barely into this first cut. And he's getting his concentration going here for this long putt. Let's see how he deals with it. Looks like a right to left break. Oh, almost. Okay, your teammates set us up for a birdie here. Let's deliver. And as that drops in the hole, that's your 6th birdie today. Okay, this one is over, and the winning team finds themselves 4 up on the competition as this one closes. Great work. And that's that. I had a lot of fun out there with you today. Thanks for taking me around the course. We'll see you next time. Hello there. Glad you could join me for a round. My name's John McCarthy. I'd like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. An alt shot is the flavor of the day. This probably is going to be a little bit of fun. Have a good round out there today. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. Tee shot's looking fairway bound. And let's see what happens. He's got 145 yards to the pin. And here's their 8-iron. And this one coming out of the deep rough. Heading for the rough here, I think. Okay, third shot. And he's staring this one down, trying to save his par. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Yeah, looks like he's put on a good line here. Yeah, it's still looking good. Oh, and he just couldn't get it to go. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. Great result early on. Let's keep that momentum going to the second hole. All right, we got a par 5 here on the second hole. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. Not sure where this one's going to end up. Here's our second shot on hole number 2. Taking driver off the fairway, are you? Well, you didn't hit that one perfectly. And here he goes, coming out of the deep stuff on this one. All right, this shot's about 150 yards out. This approach is heading left. Oh my, splash. Let's see what he does here. He's about 150 yards out. This was leaning to the right. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. Looks like this one's heading for the green. Okay, he's green side here, just in the rough. Ooh, he almost got that one to go. Let's see if we can convert this birdie putt your teammate left us with. That is fine work. And after that one, your team sits at 2 up. Got a headwind to deal with on this hole. Oh, wonderfully struck. A little wayward on the approach. That's all right, though. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. They're going with the 5-iron here. Let's see what his second shot looks like. Here he goes, putting for par. Ooh, right by. He's got about a 3-footer here. I guess even though you voted to concede this, your teammate did not. All right, we're done that one. Now let's take a look at the scorecard. And after that one, your team sits at 3 up. All right, here we go with the par 4, 4th hole. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. Going to the beach. We're about 205 yards out from here. Okay, this one might be a bit long. Oh, you didn't hit this one, but that's okay. Okay, he's in the sand, fairway sand to be exact. Let's see what happens. Well, from the sand, I don't think this has enough. And he's trying to save par right here. Let's see if he can do it. I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. Still has a chance. Oh, and he gets it to drop. 3 feet to go. Okay, let's see what the next hole has for us. And that hole will be halved. We're working with the tailwind on this hole. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It happens. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he's hoping this holds on to the fairway. And this one just dipping its toe in the first cut. He's in the rough, folks. Let's see how he gets out of it. Going with the 5 wood on this one. All right, he's coming out of the first cut of rough here. I think this one's coming up short from the rough. sitting in the green side rough. Let's go. Oh, the chip slides by. And if he sinks this, it'll be for birdie. And now this from 4 feet. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And now, the par 3 6th hole. Here is their 5-wood. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. And here's their 4-iron. Going a bit left of the pin. All right, here's his second shot. Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. Okay, he's in the green side rough here. Oh, he almost got that chip to go. And if this next putt drops, he will go to 4 up. And after that one, your team is 4 up. Okay, wind's picking up a bit. We got a headwind on this one. All right, let's see how he does. Okay, let's see if we can get this out of here. Oh, almost hold it out. Okay, your partner has left us with a birdie putt. Let's get this one in. Well, this one's looking good so far. Continuing on its line. Oh, and it doesn't go down. Okay, here we go. This is what he has left over for the bird. Okay, par 3, 8th hole is next. This is an 8-iron. Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. This approach is leaning a bit to the right. All right, third shot for him. Here's their 7-iron. Okay, second shot here on the 8th hole. Here's a putt from 17 feet out. Ooh, almost. He could save his par right here. Let's see what happens. And there it is. He got that one to go. Okay, after that one, you two sit at 4 up. Wind's blowing out there, right to left. Unlucky. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. And he's coming out of the deep rough here. might not be enough from the rough. Nice chip. And here's his look at par. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And that'll drop. And that hole's halved. And the back nine begins with a par 4. All right, let's see what he does on this one. And this one's around 175 yards out. I like it. I like what you did there. Okay, he's setting up his second shot here. Taking this one with the 8-iron. And this next putt for him is for birdie. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. Looks like he started this one out right. This one's still on track. Oh, and the putt doesn't drop. He's not going to like that. And if this drops, he goes to 5 up. Right by. All right, let's tap this in and move to the next. Next. And that hole will be halved. Here we go. Time to kick it off on the 11th hole. This one's heading a little bit to the left. Well, we missed the green, but that's all right. Life does go on. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. And they're going with the 4-iron here. Now this from 16 feet. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Ouch, right by the hole. Here we go, par putt. He's got 3 feet to go. And that hole will be halved. Okay, here we go. Par 5 for the 12th. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. All right, your partner has graciously left us with the bunker lie. That's okay, though. We'll get out of here soon enough. And this one's about 85 yards to the pin. Coming in for a landing here on the green. And he is in the beach. Let's see how he gets out of this one. And it goes down from the fringe. That's just how you do it. That is how you do it. And that hole will be halved. Okay, this one's a short par 4. And that's too bad. We didn't hold the fairway. We're just in that first cut of rough, though. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. Okay, second shot for him on this one. And if you sink this, we'll take the match to Dormy. This one's going downhill, breaking right to left. Oh, bad break. If he sinks this, he's got par. And that will go. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, let's have a nice tee shot. We got a par 3 here on the 14th. Looks like this one's going left. And let's see how he does on this hole. Okay, we've found your friend here in the deep rough. Let's see how he does. Okay, coming out of the second cut. Could be dicey. Let's see what he does. And there's not a lot of ball showing in here. This is the deep rough. Let's see how he does. And let's see what he does from the greenside sand. I think he's put it on a good line. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. There we go. That was a pretty good chip right off the pin. And he could go to 5 up here pretty quick. Let's see what happens. All right, this 4-ball match has come to an end, and my congrats go out to our winning team, ending things at 5 up on the competition. Good work. And with that, I will leave you to your own devices. Thank you for the round, and I'll see you next time.